Hello everyone, how good of you to join. Welcome back to Anno 800 Extreme, to another exciting episode full of warmongering and upgrading and building and stuff like that. Before we start, I want to thank all my Patreon supporters for supporting me directly. You guys are awesome, and if you're interested in supporting me directly, please consider doing this with Patreon, as 95% of your contribution goes to my channel directly and only 5% are deducted in fees, so that's almost nothing. And we continue onwards here with Scanlan. Very important things going on right now. The first one is we're out of oil, so this is something we need to address ASAP. One thing that we can do here is I can still boost that refinery here with basically almost no penalties. I can, by the way, reduce the production boost now for the bricks, and thus countering my increase in unhappiness there a bit, right? So with that, we have now a perfectly happy worker population again. Bear in mind, we have one newspaper article right now that reduces the happiness, so this is why we're rather low on that. That is just really important. Next up on my list is, down here, Jensen. Miss Hunt is trying to take over the island. I was just purchasing back a share, otherwise she would have been able to take over this island here. That's kind of like her way of seducing me, getting into my territory, not by military force, but with her slimy financial powers. And of course, we're going to fight this off as best as possible. I can see that there's some ruins here. So what we're also doing here real quick is just trying to get some planks over there with Storm Patrol. Let's just do this. Getting that to Jensen so we are able to repair. Now, we also have finished a lot of productions in the last episode, a lot of industry. There's still now one last good that we're going to need for my engineers, and that's the light bulbs. However, light bulbs are really expensive. 30,000 for one filament factory and 45,000 for a light bulb factory, and I do need quite a few of them. Two to be precise. That would lead to 130,000 credits that I simply don't have at the moment. So we need to wait. We need to wait for some loot that we might find that we can sell. We might also just conquer something, and conquering it is. Conquering I want to do, and that is the Admiral. Unfortunately, I try to be friends with him, but he's just got two good islands here to neglect, right? The first one is Braggart up here that has the coal deposits that I'm going to need. The second one is Menao. That is really important, or Minho. This is really important because it has fur abundance. It's one of the few islands that actually has fur, and we're desperately capped for fur, right? There is no way I can get the fur up anymore at all with just the Demon's Pit. It's just not going to work. We're already boosting this and it's full. There's no more ways of me of getting this in other than item boost, and I don't find any items that we are able to boost that with. Also, re-rolling with the Admiral is just insanely expensive, so there's no way I can do this, right? So no way. That's those two islands in the old world. So as you can see, I've just casually situated my fleets here already in this area. So we're just going to station them so that I can fire immediately. The same goes with those ships here. Right, and then we have one thing in the new world. I've also stationed my ships here already. We're going to station them so they can fire from both sides, right, like this one and like this one, attacking all the cannons at once. And this one is really the only other island in the new world that has sugarcane. There is just no sugarcane to be found anywhere, and it's only on this tiny island and on this island, so we need it. And sugarcane, we are also now desperately capped. I can't get my rum production up further, and we do need more rum. So in that case, it's this island here that we need, Ponta Salgada. So that's that. Everything is ready for action. I think we also have some remaining ships of the lines ready, because I will, or I'm actually totally expecting some counterattack there at some point. The same goes with this one here. There's a few more warships now on the Admiral's side here. They're going to attack me, of course, as well. So everything is set. My own channels should be safe. Let's upgrade those buildings here while we can. The planks are in. Let's not forget about the next share them. Let's station this one somewhere over here. This one is somewhere over here. So my entry points are defended, and then we should have one more for this area. There it is. And that's the one with the mortar and the flamethrower. So very powerful ship. This will be able to take over 2 ships easily. So let's pull the trigger. It's time. Admiral, the second most powerful enemy after us, declare war. Here we go. And thus a global war has broken out, just like that really. And immediately my ships engage in combat. Of course, we should really focus quickly on the defenses of the Admiral here. I think he is sending in some ships then as well. He's got the frigate there, right? On the other side, he's got a ship of the line that is coming out now on its way to us. But that's that. In the old world, we're fighting immediately here on Braggart and also in Minho or Meanho. And also trying to take this one over. He will not be so quick counter-attacking right away. There are his ships, right? So 2 of his ships of the line. One of them is probably going down by the looks of it. And we've already taken over the first island. What it is, I think it's in the New World, right? Yep. It is Ponta Salgada. We have taken it over. Very nice. We haven't lost a single ship here. Of course, that was to be expected. And I can already see that we get some nice loot here then. That will boost my financial power as well. In the old world, meanwhile, the battle still rages on. Braggart should fall next. There it is. That's really a blitzkrieg, if you can call it that. And here we also have Mianho. He's not even able to react so quickly, of course, with his ships. And he's furious right now. Next island falls. There you go. We might also just have a quick look at the loot that we find here, because I do need money, to be honest, right? So finding anything of use is something that is totally possible for us. Same steel beams, alright. And of course items that we have here in the harbor area, that's just totally random. There's also something. Another ship of the line here that we are going to take down. And we'll be able to take it down quickly. It is going down. It was actually in the harbor defense area there too when we declared war. So there's no way that he can actually save this. And I think that's already it, to be honest. He still got some ships here and here. But I think he's not even trying to launch an attack. So look there. What about ceasefire? Because I have achieved my war goal for the moment, right? So ceasefire would already be possible, but I think he will demand some money there. Yeah, he will demand 70,000. So I'm going to decline this one for now, and we are just going to stay in a state of war with him, right? I've got my most important harbors here fortified. I think we haven't lost a single ship, did we? Might have lost one ship.
Fleet ready?
No, I don't think we've even lost a ship. Okay, I don't mind this at all. Of course, it was rather easy for us because we declared the war, and in that case, we just took over really quickly. Let's take the remaining ships that are still intact and use them as further blockades, right? I mean, there's still this island down here. That is still fortified. It also has fur, but I think we're fine on fur for now because we got Braggart here for the coal, and we got especially Mianhao now for the fur. Let's build us another clipper. Let's build us 2 clippers. We are constantly out of them at this point. We always need more clippers. And traffic is increasing so much in Scanlan that I will probably think about another pier. So I think we can still squeeze in one here. Let's do this. So this is quite the harbor area now. But there's also a lot of stuff coming in. Let's also sell the spoils of war. We got quite a few of that here as well. And this high-powered scope attack range increase for the ship, but I don't think we are going to need it. 20,000, however, we do need a lot right now. Let's use those ships to secure the channel a bit more towards Demon's Pit so that the ships coming from the New World are secured. There might always be a surprise attack. The thing though is what we can see, Alonso is also using the momentum here right now, and Alonso and the Admiral have been at permanent war since the beginning, I think. And he is using this too to attack the Admiral, so the Admiral is under pressure from 2 factions. Alonso is weak, let's face it, but he is helping us out there a bit by, taking away the full attention from us, and with that, the Admiral really doesn't have the capacity to attack us there. His main island is still a bit too strong, right? This is not something I would tackle at the moment, but other than that, I think this war has been won as well, and we can use the resources then to boost our economy further. Alright, Piratello is also looking quite busy now. There's 3 ships waiting. We can build a pier though. Let's do this in this harbor area there, just fine. And yeah, 2 will be fine though. I don't think that I'm going to need more. And Trinidad, you are going to take some of the planks that we're going to need. And perhaps, yeah, just planks really. Right, we got some more attacks. That's the pirate though. And there is my ship for it. And also here we have taken down some more ships, but that's really small, petty skirmishes. Nothing to worry about. Even though it slows me down there quite a bit, of course, on that ship. The self-repair should solve the problem though. Yeah, he's building up some bigger fleets or some bigger ships there. Trying? Yeah, please try to to attack that clipper. Or flamethrower. A clipper we just got. Alright, so let's use this one. Because Blobfish, what an amazing name, is going to take me some weapons and also some steel beams and bricks and get this over to Meanho. Here we already have the planks ready for action. And what I'm really doing here now is, of course, it's pretty self-explanatory. I think we're just going to really have a small, tiny village here in the area. This is not a good area for a village, by the way. But we just need farmers here. And at some point we're just going to get the rest in with the commute pier at this point, because my balance is getting better and we can soon afford the first ones then. Let's have a pub as well, and let's have a fisher depot here to support these guys with a few commodities. You can live in this area. And then we're just going ahead here now with a warehouse really. And then of course, finally, fur coats once more. More hunting cabins. Let's squeeze them in. We're going to need a few of them. It's 10 farmers per building, so it's really not that big of a deal. And
ship under attack.
This should be an easy task here now. Just getting us a few of them. And ooh, that's a long distance. Should be fine though too. Right, and let's just build all of this. That's some whopping 60 farmers that we consume with that. Let's upgrade the warehouse just to be sure. And that's it, right? And Axum is going to be on this new trade route then. There is another plank delivery coming in that we are going to use then for the next upgrade there. But that's the first, and hopefully with the first then this problem solved, so that the fur coats is finally solved, because let's face it, it's horrible at the moment. I might also need to use one of my next clippers on the next coffee, because 2 clippers is certainly not enough for the consumption. Let's pump out a few of them. We have 190,000 credits at the moment. Can we purchase a clipper? There's none for sale. Sometimes I just hate the newspaper. War declared. We are winning a war, but still this is not liking people that much. Also unhappy homes in Calavera. The streets are wet with tears as residents weep for the neglect. I still want to believe in this place, but the dream is dying. Holy cow, what's happening there? We need to check it out. Siege successful, however, gives me another boost again. So we are only there with negative or with plus 50% riot chance. Something I can easily counter with my police forces. Calavera, something is going on over there. It is my sugarcane production and people are not that happy on it. They don't basically have anything really except the grass to eat. But yeah, I think that's already a big luxury, to be honest. Now in Ponta Salgada we have now more space, right? And a lot of that, really. And this is also something where we're going to get a small settlement up. Nothing special. And reason for that, once again, is, yeah, obviously, sugarcane. Finally, by the way, there is a... Holy cow, there's a ship of the line actually managing to get all the way through. We should have some proper defenses set up there. Let's get this guy out here and actually set up a patrol for this channel. And yeah, it's a bit of a nuisance, but that's it. Let's get one more ship over to this region too. Where's my Lord Algernon, by the way? Lord Algernon, there you are. You should be in the area. No, he's down here. Alright. My mistake then. So there is a bit of a weak spot here, and of course the Admiral uses that. But there is a ship of the line already coming over, trying to take it down as well. I'm going ahead to further boost my fur production. Another 4 hunting cabins, and Axum is going to be on this trade route for the fur. It's a new trade route. It's going from Meanho to Scanlan, and this is basically just the fur. Getting this one in and also getting this one out again. Axum, off you go. And then down here we have Blobfish Beauty. You're going to be on the cotton trader. I've lost a ship there. And coffee wise, I also have now Fenton, another ship coming out here. And Fenton is going to deliver then also some coffee over. And yeah, well, Fenton, that's a long way from the Wild West over here to Anno 1800, Fenton. Very good. A Congrave rocket, something that boosts the damage output a bit. The ship is gone. And also, yep, there's my spoils of war coming in right now. Oh god, I'm going to need this. Also, very quickly, Jensen, let's purchase back the share. It's hectic at the moment. There's a bit of stuff to do. And there we got the two things here, getting me 140,000 credits. This is something I can do now to finally start building up then my light bulb production. And we have the coal in. Very good. Let's build 2 filament factories and 2 light bulb factories. A lot of money is gone with that, but another production is up and running. Still a few smaller skirmishes in the New World at the moment with some frigates attacking me.
Fleet en route. Let the sails fill. Fleet moving in convoy.
And also having a look at what we find. Some item boosts here. Oh, some weapons. And more weapons. I'll take that. Get the weapons back home, actually. A bit of Alonso on that side. He's still fighting the Admiral too. Oh, there's a ship coming. A big one. Let's be careful there. Also, Ponta Salgada has now the building materials that I wanted. So we can go ahead and build this, really just a smaller village up once more. I'm not even going to bother with a triple road here.
Ship under attack.
Alright, and this makes it possible now to just add some sugarcane plantations to this region too. And that's then a trade route we can set up for the next rum production.
Let's look back on the
Alright, Alonso would pay 60,000 for peace treaty. I accept. I take the money. There is nowhere to be stated in the contract that this is a forced peace treaty, right? Or that a non-aggression pact. So we are free to declare war anytime we feel like it. And the war is over. Finally some good news here. This hopefully gives me a bit of a boost, please, in the future. Please. Anything I'm happy with at this point. And there you go. That should all be fine for now. 10,000. Let's build us... Yeah, let's upgrade this one right away. And let's also give them a proper fire station. Something like that. I will probably... It's a very short route, right? I will probably make another charter out of this. For the moment. And this is going to be for the sugarcane. From Ponta Salgada to Piratello. With all the sugar you can get. Another 80 tons per direction, even though it's only 50 tons because it's a schooner that is delivering the resources. But this should make my rum production a bit more stable. We'll then be able to build a few more rum distilleries because of that. How's it looking with the fur, by the way, in the meantime? Because this is something that I'm eager to see. Yes, we're going up on the fur. And that also should mean that we are really going up with the fur coats now in a steady pace. Because there's no more shortages now with that. We might actually, by the way, also... Just for the heck of it, consider that, but I think, nah, really, come on. What are we now at the moment? We're at 10 when it comes to production in Meanho. Only 10, really? Alright, 10 with that. And in Scanland, we have a consumption of 20, but as we know, Ivy Gate is also... Demon's Pit, sorry, is also contributing with 13. That's 23 in total that we have right now, so that's absolutely fine. Why is he still getting those ships out? Trying to take down my, what? Clipper?
Your island is under attack.
Alright, in Braga, I've got some resources now. Of course, that's also simple. We want the coal from this island. And we have 50 workers though, right? So we'll probably need to at least get some workloads in again. Because that's 50 workers that each one of them costs me. So in that case, I will need... a few people here after all once again.
Under attack.
It's a bit of an annoying part, but I really don't want to waste money on a commute pier, right? I think they will not even need a pub. But I will provide fish.
Awaiting new horizons.
Go, some more resources are left over. Let's upgrade this one too, as it's going to be a production, of course. And one of my other clippers, Langoustine, I just love these names. Langoustine, off you go with some work cloth, so we can boost in some workers. Do we still need anything else in Braggart that I've lost? Some bricks can't hurt for the mines, but that's it.
On our way.
I wonder what that is. Is it a bad omen? Right in front of Foxglove. And ladies and gents, that's it. We have also now everything in for the engineers for investor status. So let's go ahead and upgrade the first bunches.
You reached a new milestone.
And with that, we've reached the age of big business. Hooray! Another huge influence boost. Another huge money boost. That's the more important thing here, leading to 11k on the balance right now. Things are finally shifting for us, are they? A members club, the first need already for these investors. And that's the highest tier that we can achieve without any DLCs. Beautiful buildings, no doubt. Also very interesting to see how the Admiral's share plummeted. It's only a value of 300 now, down from 600. And I'm just lucky that we have no more investment into the Admiral, because of course his share value will decrease in the future the more damage we do to him.
The fire has been vanquished.
Of course, we're a happy bunch. We continue with a few more investors. Quite expensive really on the planks. Bit of a surprise there to me, leading to 29,000 and 13,000 on the income. And once I have a few more planks again, we continue.
You reached a new milestone.
Metropolis city status has been reached with that as well. Still have a few planks. So upgrade a few more here in the center. Very nice. So far so good. Scanlan is growing. We're winning the war. I think things are looking a bit brighter now, also with all the new capacities that we have for production. We continue onwards here. Stay tuned.